Hi guys, welcome to Quality Thought. So in this video I am going to show you how to create a composing component. So composing component means one component will call to other components in its output is known as composing component. So let's start with our class now. So let me write composing component in React. So let's say a component refers to other components in its output is called a composing component. Let us use some component abstraction for any level of information. So now we will do the code, we will write the program. So in that program, nothing but in our project, what we will do, we will create two components and we will try to call one component and that component will call to another component. So let me start with the what here project structure. And this is my fifth project guys, my app5, and here we have node underscore modules folder, and after that we have a public folder. In the public folder we have favicon.ico file, we have index.html file, even we have manifest.json file, it is a JSON file. Then we need to go to the src folder, and inside this src folder what I am going to do now, here I required a index.js file I required, I do not require any CSS file. But remember automatically during the project we will be getting index.js also, and we are getting app.js, even we are getting app.css, even we are getting app.test.js. Then we have package.json file, then even we have readme.md file. But remember anyhow we are not working with CSS, so what I will do, I will delete all the files, and even I do not require what here this test file and CSS file, so I will be deleting these files guys from my project. I will delete all these files from my project. So what I required is, I required index.js, I required app.js, and even we required one more that is known as what here student.js. So these are the three different files we are taking inside the what here src folder. So now what we need to do, we need to create the project. So let's start with what here step 1. Step 1 what we need to do now? Step 1 means, see here I will say open the VSC code editor from React projects folder. So you can say open the Visual Studio Code editor also, you can say, otherwise I will say first to open the command prompt from Java projects folder. See here in the E drive, you can go to the E drive. In the E drive I created one folder called what here React projects folder. So you can create in any drive. So you go there and you click beside here and you can type cmd. So you can see we have opened the what here command prompt. Now I will say start the Visual Studio Code editor from React projects folder. So what we need to do, currently we are into what here React projects folder, you can type code space dot. So see here whenever I type code space dot, and now you can see here our Visual Studio Code started. You can close this welcome. And one more thing it is, we already created four projects already done, and it's a fifth project. That is the reason I am writing my APP 5. So if you want to know how I created those four projects, you can watch my previous videos, you will get to know, guys. Okay, now. So now what I'm going to do, step 3, I will say delete app.js, app.css, app.test.js, index.js, no, not index.js, and index.css file from src folder, guys. Because why we are deleting all these files? Because we don't require right now. But as per my diagram I told, as per my this project structure I told, we required index.js, we required what? App.js, and we required what? Student.js. We required only three things. So if you want to keep app.js, you can keep app.js, but remove app.css file. Okay, let me delete app.css file. We don't require this test file also, and we don't require what here? Index.css. So what I will do, I will open this project, go to the src. So first you can see I will delete app.cs file, delete button, and next app.test, delete. Then even I told index.css, delete. So if you see properly here, I think I delete app.js also. Okay, we will create app.js. So we will create app.js, and here we have what here? Index.js. So we kept only two files. One is app.js, one is index.js. Now I will say step 4. Create a student.js file, inside a src folder, guys. We need to create student.js file. So now go here in src, what we can do, we can click on this, we can say student.js, enter. I think student.js is already available. Okay, I think we did not created a project, guys. So what we need to do, first we will create the project here, because I was just changing in the existing project, so I don't want to do existing project. I want to use my new project. What is my new project? My APP 5. So what I am going to do now, so don't go for this step. First I need to go for what here? Project creation. Remember, after this step 2, you can go for what here? Step 3. What is the step 3? Create a my APP 5 project, my APP 5 project. Where we need to create? Open the Visual Studio Code editor, or I can say terminal, and create a my APP 5 project. See, in the Visual Studio Code only we have a one terminal, so we need to open the Visual Studio Code terminal, and then we need to create this. So to create this, what we need to do, we can say we are into React projects folder. So here we can say npx create React app my APP 5. First you create this project. So go here, so close this, I don't need anything. So what we can do is nothing but we can go to the terminal, guys. Terminal means what we need to do, you can click here on the top, you can go to the what? Terminal, new terminal, and you come down. So this is your terminal, guys. So here we can type npx create React app my APP 5. So project will be created, you need to wait. Then after project creation guys, what we need to do is nothing but delete, okay, I can say delete index.js, sorry guys, index.css, app.js, app.css, app.test.js files from src folder. Yes, we want to delete all of them, otherwise I will write and. So what we are keeping, only we are keeping index.js, because index.js we don't want to do any changes, but we don't require css file, we don't require app.js, because I want to write my own code in app.js, so I want to delete the default app.js. Then I want to do what is step 5, I can say create a app.js file inside a src folder. Okay, then what we need to do after this, we need to create what here, one more component. What is that component here is student component. So we need to create one more file, student.js. So let's see project is created or not. You can close this command prompt, we don't require this command prompt. Open the terminal here, and now you can see here project almost is created guys, almost is created. So first we will delete this many files whatever I gave it to you, and then I will create app.js from the beginning and I will write the code here. So see, so almost done here, done here. Now you will be seeing happy hacking guys. Whenever you see happy hacking, then it means your project has created successfully. You can do clear the screen. Now my project is created, now you can see in the left side, and we don't require this right now. Right now we don't require, you can see my app5 expand. Go to the src, and now you can see here I want to delete app.cs. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see app.cs, app.js, app.test, index.cs. 4 files I want to delete it. And I told in the src I want to create a one file called app.js, and even we required we need to create a student.js also. So we required student.js. As per our project structure I already told you, we required two, app.js and student.js. So let me click on src, again I will do one thing, I will create student.js. So 2 files are created. So what type of application we are going to implement today is, see, you know very well, your index.js always call to app.js, no doubt, but app.js calls to student.js. So that is known as what a composing component is. Composing component means one component will call to another component in its output. That is known as what here, composing component it is. So what should be ready first? App.js must be ready. Then what should be ready? Student.js should be ready. So we have both. And now the question will come, sir, what I should use? Shall I use class component to create a app.js file, or shall I use a function component to create app.js file? See here, one thing I want to tell you guys, assume that when you are going for an interview, might be an interview they will ask you one question, how many functions are there in JavaScript? So remember, if anyone talk about, because in React we are taking the support of JavaScript only, we are writing HTML code inside the JavaScript. So that's why I'm telling you. So if anybody says how many functions are there in the JavaScript, you can tell them there are 3 functions are there in JavaScript. First one I can say named function. First one we have a named function. Second we have anonymous function. Second we have what here, arrow function. So these are the what here different types of functions are there in the JavaScript. Sir, how to declare the named function? To declare a name function, we need to use function. Then here we should write any name, guys, name of your function. This is known as what here? Named function. This is how we can declare the named function. Name function will comes like this. But when it is comes to anonymous and when it is comes to anonymous and arrow function, there is a slight changes will be there. I will show you what are the slight changes are there. So see here, anonymous function means first I am declaring a variable and then I will say function keyword open close bracket, then here this is known as what here? Anonymous function, nameless function. Anonymous function is also known as nameless function. But when it is comes to arrow function, constant app is equal to open close bracket arrow open close bracket. This is known as what here? Arrow function. So these are the three different types of functions are there in the JavaScript. And remember, these functions even we can use inside the React. So don't think that React is only for what here? We can use named function or only anonymous function. No. So anonymous function, arrow function almost same only. So only the difference is what here? Here you need to use function keyword. Here we need to use arrow. So that is the different. So okay, we will see what is the difference between anonymous function and arrow function. And what we should use? Shall we use anonymous function or arrow function we should use in React? We will see in coming classes whenever we are dealing with state. So when we are working with state, because I told you in the React we have two types of objects only. One is called props, one is called state. So that time I will explain what we should use, anonymous we should use or arrow we should use. But remember, working with arrow function is recommended to use in the industry as per ES6 standards. So that's the reason. So you have the choice now, Suppose if you want to build app.js file or if you want to build student.js file, so your wish, you want to use which function, which type of function you want to use. You want to use name function, you can use named function. You want to use anonymous function, you can use anonymous function. If you want to use arrow function, you can use arrow function also. So let's see, I will give you example for any one of these function, no issues. So don't ask me like we have only just one approach here. No, three approaches are there here. So we need to create app.js. So let's go to the app.js. In app.js, I will take named function, normal named function I will take. See this function, what's the function name? App, open close bracket like this, and it is having return. And here I am telling, so what we need to do here, see this, as per the requirement, app.js must call to student.js. So what should be ready first? Student must be ready. So go to the student, and student means now your choice. You want to take anonymous function, you can take anonymous function. You want to take arrow function, you can take arrow function. So let's see here, I am taking constant student. Now you can see open close bracket arrow open close, then I will say return, here I will say h1, this is student component, guys, student component. Okay, now so student component is ready. So definitely we need to do export default student. Now student is ready. Now anybody can import. Who wants to import app.js? So what we should do first? We should import. What import? Student from ./student. So this is the import statement we should write first. Then in the return I will say call to student. So remember that point here. Let me open this index.js. So index.js is calling app is calling student, and app also what we need to do, export default app. Then only index.js can use index.js can use import. So now you can see here index.js is calling app app.js is calling student, and student is returning one element. This is student component. Okay, now fine, we got an idea. So now I can say step 6. Step 6 is nothing but move, or I can say switch to my app 5 React project. So we are into the terminal now. We are into the React projects folder. So you can type cd myapp 5 step 7. In the step 7 what I can say is nothing but after moving, run the React application. Okay, how to run the React application means now we are into the React project slash myapp 5, you can say npm start. Then I can say step 8 is nothing but test the React application. Let me say test the React application by using below request URL. So what is that one? http://localhost:3000. So same thing I am going to implement here. You can see here we are into the terminal now. So what we can do is nothing but here comes here cd myapp 5. Then I can say npm start. So whenever we do npm start here, so whenever we do npm start, so React project will execute, one development server will start, and automatically browser will open, and in that browser you can see the output. This is student component, guys. Project is executing, yes. So there is a problem is what here, index.cs. So I think I deleted. So we did not remove this import, guys. Sometimes what happen, so you need to remove, because I deleted this index.css. So we need to remove this import. So now you can see here my program will work successfully. What is coming? This is student component. So like this, so if you see properly, so app.js, one component is calling to another component here. So here if you see we are creating 3 files actually. Index.neo automatically we are using. We don't need to do any changes, but I am just writing in the notes, create index.js, app.js, student.js only. So let me write the notes for you people. So first I will write index.js, I will write app.js, then I will write student.js. So let's go to the index.js, copy, then I want to paste. Then I will go to what here, app.js. This is app.js. Then I will go for what here, student.js. Student.js. So remaining is same now. So now what do we do? Now we will see another application, composing component using props, or you can say composing component with props. So is it possible to pass the props in composing component whenever one component is calling to another component? Yes, we can do that also. So what I am going to do now, I will give you one example. See here. So you know very well index.js. Index.js, let me zoom for you. In index.js we have what here, app. So index.js always called app, and I will say here, I will give you the name, nothing but name I am giving as, otherwise I will give you like what here, codes I am giving as reactjs. So codes I have given reactjs. So who can use this codes? App can use. So go to the app. So here we should write what here, props. because it will store in props. So here what I want to do, here we have a choice guys, we have a choice. I can display props.course, but I don't want to use in app.js, I want to pass to the student.js. So what we will do, here we will write CRS. CRS means what here? Course only. So your wish, you want to take same names, you can take same names. Assume that here index.js is taking course as an attribute name, but here I am taking different name here, and that value should come from what? Props.course. So whatever the course index.js is giving, same course I want to pass to the student, and student will use that course now. So how it will use? Remember here we don't have what here? Course here. What we have? CRS. So student can use only CRS only. So that's why here I will write my course name. My course name is, here I can say props.crs. So remember how we are passing the data. Index.js is giving the course attribute to app. App is giving that course as a value to CRS, to that student as a CRS attribute, and student is using that CRS, and now you can see on the display my course name is reactjs. So this is how we can pass the props in composing components guys. Okay, so let me copy this for you people. So let me keep here index.js, next we have app.js, then we have student.js. So you want to pass one value, you can pass one value. If you want to pass multiple values, you can pass multiple values to the props. So this is enough. So this is all about what here, this video guys. I hope you people understood in how many ways we can create a component in React, and I hope even you people understood about composing component. And if you see properly, in this application app.js is calling only student.js. Tomorrow if you have one employee.js, even you can call employee.js also. That is also possible, remember. That is also possible. Composing component means one component is calling to another component. Components in its output is known as what here? Composing component. So thank you guys, thank you, and please subscribe our channel, and please like, give good comments, and we'll meet in the next video, and we will continue where we stop in the today's session. Thank you guys, thank you.